It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time to blow Jeff's mind because I didn't tell him about that.
It's got to be April Fool's. Fuck me, dude.
Oh, yeah. Look, this is the first time the show's aired on April Fool's, so I haven't been able to do anything about it.
Oh, my God. That is next level what the fuck throwback. Dude, cheers. That was good. That was good. I did I purposely didn't go into the control room because you said you had a surprise to pop me. I'm like, all right, that popped me. Fuck the hell, dude. Oh, my God.
Jeff Meacham, Josh Sheriff, and Stagger G with you.
Right. But then we Stagger came because this is too much fucking production time to try to get this shit black and white and back again. So, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know, folks. If you don't,
if you don't listen, that's probably the first time that video's been on air in about 20 years. So,
wow,
first time that opening montage has aired since June of 2006.
Yeah, so yeah, about 20 years,
almost 20 years. Wow. Well, we're off and running now, kids. Here we go.
Yeah, good times. So, I was at SmackDown on Friday.
Yes, you were,
and I've posted the pictures on my social media, but we can go over some of them because they're pretty cool. First of all, had to shout out the channel.
Yes.
Right there. In the main event of SmackDown, nonetheless.
Nice.
And later on in the main event of SmackDown, you know, right there on camera.
Right up in it. Yeah.
Yep. And, you know, Orton had already stared me down earlier in the night. So,
I'm like, dude, what did you say to Randy? Dude, Randy's going to kill this guy.
Yeah. And Orton wasn't the only one because Trick Williams, you know, I almost wonder because Sour Graps, you know, with Kate and Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Is the NXT post show. And Trick kind of had the Booker T5 out there a little bit.
He sure did.
Maybe Sour Graps is more integrated into NXT than we're familiar with.
It would appear that way based on Trick giving you the business there.
Yep.
Right.
I love it.
And of course, getting a high five from Tiffany Stratton on her way down to the ring.
Dude, okay. Just abandon all like social pretense. Is she not just fucking smoking hot in person or what? Holy crap.
I mean, let me tell you, like I got to see Tiffany that close. Charlotte was like right near me when she was doing her entrance.
Yeah.
And
that's why I couldn't see you during Charlotte because she had a damn robe up.
No, she wasn't. I wasn't behind her. Like I was like a row or two in front of where she was at.
So, okay, gotcha. Okay.
You just can't help but stare at Charlotte when she's doing the entrance, so it's hard to see anything, including Greg sitting there.
Yeah. But earlier on, speaking of Charlotte and Alexa, there was this little nugget here.
Yes.
Nikki pointing at my sign.
She knows.
Yep, she knows.
She knows.
Both of us pointing at each other. I didn't do it on the way back because she was being helped out.
Well, yeah. So, that was scary for a minute. I was worried. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. But she's good. She's going to be at Mania, so she's fine.
She will be. Which means I'm pissed at everybody that's going to Mania now. Fuck all y'all. It's, you know. I do have a Bella. I finally bought my first Bella Twins merchandise. I'm a bad friend. Let me be clear. Just an awful friend. But I have my first Bella Twins shirt on the way. That'll be here before Mania, so I'll wear that during the tag title match. And because if we don't win, like, what are we doing?
I feel like, and again, I don't know. This is pure speculation. I feel like if they signed a deal, they have a clause in there to be like, hey, if we're going to do this, we want to win the tag team titles at least one time, just to say we have. And for everything that the Bellas have done for wrestling, which I'm going to say this right now. There are a lot of people who throw a lot of hate on both Nikki and Brie.
Yep.
I've always loved the Bella Twins.
And I don't get it. Like, I watched Brie Bella's first match in WWE live. And to see them 18 years later, still
Right?
looking. But you have to realize how influential the Bellas have been to women in wrestling. There are a lot of women wrestling right now that have been inspired by the Bella Twins and everything they've done to be mainstream successes.
I was going to say, for everybody that loves on Chelsea Green and defends her against the dicks of the world, that's Nikki and Brie influencing Chelsea Green. So if you all can love on Chelsea Green, then you got to throw some love to Brie and Nikki's way too.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm sorry to be that crass about it. And yeah, I'm defending my friends. And yeah, I can't say what G said, that I've always been a fan of the Bella Twins, because I wasn't always a fan of the Bella Twins. You know, it took a while with Brie. You know, she happened to marry a friend of ours. But, you know, and Nikki, it took even longer for reasons that I still can't get into now. But, you know, they welcomed me into their friendship circle when they had no business doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody knows how I feel about their ex-stepfather-in-law. So, or ex.
I mean, nobody cares for their
ex-stepfather, not father-in-law. That'd be it's. I can't figure it out. It's so complex and stupid. But yeah, I have no love for that guy, and they still welcome me in. And looking back, it's like, okay. So I forget when it was. Somebody put out a rant on them or some sort of like hate speech or whatever, and you know, No DQ was criticized for posting it, and it's like, guys, it was labeled as an opinion.
Yeah.
It was an opinion piece about the Bellas. Everybody's entitled to opinion, even as wrong as it is.
Yeah.
It's still your opinion. And much like opinions, they're like assholes. We've all got them. And in that case, that one stunk. So I'm glad they're getting an opportunity. I think they're easy money, and they're in Vegas. So I think the smart money is on them to win it at least once. And if it is going to be any time this year, it's going to be them.
Yeah.
So
I think that WrestleMania is going to be the time for them.
Okay.
And a lot of people are going to hate on it, be like, oh, why would they do that? Why would they give the titles to the Bellas? They're not full-time, blah, blah, blah. Again, the Bellas were not in their full-time stint when the tag team titles existed.
No.
They stopped a full-time schedule really in 2018. The tag team titles got introduced in 2019.
Yeah.
They've never had a shot to become tag team champions.
No.
Yeah. And you know, you figure Nikki's career, I thought, was over in 2016.
Yeah.
She only appeared at WrestleMania in the neck collar. I mean, really?
Yeah.
We thought for sure they were both done because Brie was walking away when Brian had to walk away. And, you know, Nikki's neck was, you know, freaking bobblehead at that point. God bless her. She came back. And Brie, you know, we all speculated from the minute Nikki came back last year, okay, it's going to happen. And it's one of those, like, looking back now, I could tell Brie was just like wanting to just spit it out like it was going to happen at the Rumble, but she couldn't, obviously. NDAs are a mucker feather. But I'm happy it happened. And I'm happy they're together. And yeah, and you know what? Why are they not full time? For those of you saying that, they've been on every show since the last 2-3 weeks now. Me.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I got to see them. Oh, sorry, G. Go ahead.
I said they shown up more than Roman has.
Fuck right. Oh no, G. CM Punk and Roman Reigns have been under the same roof for 3 weeks in a row.
Oh my god.
Like, no shit. Like, no shit. They're the main event. They better be there every week.
Yeah. Hey, at least the card is starting to shape up a little bit better now.
We did. Yeah, we talked about that last night. God, you know, I talked about this a lot, Greg. It's like it really didn't feel like Mania season until the end of the SmackDown you went to. It's like, okay, all right, now we're getting into some shit.
And then Raw too, they added a shitload of matches.
Raw was helpful, 100%.
I'm telling you what, like, I never thought that the most exciting match on the card would feature Brock Lesnar in 2026. But man,
yeah,
like, Oba is an attraction.
Yeah.
No, he is, man. And I feel so foolish even trying to label it as the dream match was Oba from WWE versus Moose from TNA because they're the same guy, the same entrance. No, they're not. Oba's mystique is on a whole level. And I love Moose. I respect the hell out of Moose for everything that he did for and with TNA. But golly, Oba Femi, his aura at the Rumble. Greg and I did a watch along of the Rumble, the reactions, and it was like we were watching a superstar be made right in front of us. We both said it.
You know, this match is something when Triple H has to come in and stop it, like from them brawling. Like Triple H knows something is here, and he doesn't want to waste it on a random, not random Raw. It was in Madison Square Garden, but you know, exactly. you don't want to waste. You don't want to give away that mystique of Oba Femi, like you were saying, Jeff.
Is that the first televised Garden show after Hogan's death?
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about. I just now realized that.
Speaking of Hogan, so I'm sure you guys saw that the match that's being inducted into the Hall of Fame is Andre and Hogan. And it kind of sucks. Like, I mean, it's good, but it sucks because Hogan just literally passed away last year. And you know, it's like, and he's not there to talk about it.
Yeah. If I'm being a fair and honest Hulkamaniac, I think it wouldn't have been the match this year if he hadn't passed away. Okay. That match's importance cannot be undersold.
So who's gonna like talk about this match? Like who's gonna? Because Brett and Austin were there for their match last year, but like Hogan's not there, and Andre's not there. Maybe Jimmy Hart.
I'm thinking of somebody that was involved in it, but like everybody's gone. Bobby Heenan's gone. Joey Morella's gone. Like, and you know, even the contemporaries. Okay, well, maybe
this is how we get Vince coming back.
No.
You know what though? You throw that away offhanded, but if there was ever a reason to bring him back, even at a Hall of Fame speech. Although you know, now they're talking about, you know, he would be the one to induct Stephanie. It's like that's the wrong way to get Stephanie over, is to have her dad induct him. Shane,
you know, Triple H is going to induct Stephanie.
Yeah, if it's not Triple H, it should be Shane. I think Vince is just.
I don't think it'll be Shane for reasons which we'll get into.
Yes, that's fair. So yeah, I mean, Jimmy seems like a young candidate because, you know, nobody gushes over Jimmy Hart, over Hulk Hogan like Jimmy Hart, even me. God, yeah, and you know, it's mentioned in the chat, Andre's daughter, or maybe Nick Hogan. If I remember right, I think there was a Real American Freestyle event that weekend, so I don't think Nick will conflict not appearing at that by appearing at WrestleMania. But yeah, and again, I think I agree with Greg. Triple H will be the one to Stephanie. I can't see either one of her parents getting a positive reaction.
No.
Linda is just so much more polarizing than she was pre-2020. If we're being real, she is a buzzworthy topic for all the wrong reasons, and bring her out there on that stage in front of that Vegas crowd is dangerous.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Paul at this point. I mean, you know, who better to gush over Stephanie than Triple H? You know, AJ Styles. I think it's got to be Cena.
Yeah.
I know it's not possible. I would love for Daniels to induct AJ, but I know it's impossible.
Yeah. We were actually talking about that yesterday. It's like it would be great if it could be CD or Joe. If it's going to be anybody in that vein, with the partnership, it could be Frankie. Yeah, it could be Frankie, right? Which I would love. Shit, you know.
Well, yeah.
I mean, because I'm an unapologetic mark for my boy Frankie. Bischoff actually brought. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just going to run through these real quick. What's up, Jake? Matt, doing pretty good. Had a good start to the show.
Yes, they popped me.
And Dwayne, what's up, man? How you doing?
It is the most wonderful time of the year. I always call WrestleMania my second Christmas, so I agree. Dwayne Bischoff actually brought this up on his podcast, I think either last week before. He was asked about abducting Rodman, and he said that he couldn't because of the Real American Freestyle conflict. He won't be there at all. Which, considering that AJ Styles and Dennis Rodman are both going in, to have Bischoff not be there is weird. But he's got a direct business conflict. He's not gonna, not gonna do that. Angle's a good possibility. But isn't Angle involved with Real American Freestyle too?
Yeah,
I think Angle is.
Yeah. So if they're having a show that weekend, anybody on that business chart, including Nick Hogan, is not going to be at both. So, we'll have to wait and see. I would love it if, like I said, I got to believe it's going to be Cena for AJ. I got to believe Triple H for Stephanie.
Yeah.
I agree with Dwayne. If anybody left, it should be Dallas for Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Demolition.
Oh yeah.
The New Day, because they're the ones that broke their record.
Maybe. I'd throw out Paul Ellering, but I don't know if they have very many interactions.
They didn't, unfortunately. But by the time the Road Warriors actually came to WWE, Paul was not part of their package at that point.
And Demolition was gone. Yeah, because Ellering came in at WrestleMania 8, and by then Smash was already Repo Man. So
yeah, and Crush was soon to be repackaged as the Hawaiian Crush.
Yeah,
and Bill was long gone at that point. So yeah, I would think it'd be the New Day just for the historical,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who else? So Bad News Brown and Sid are both legacy inductees. They usually get a video package, and that's it. For me, both those guys being just legacy inductees, I feel is kind of bogus. But I will say, where do you qualify what? Because Sid, I think, is more of a modern inductee than Bad News is, but Bad News is part of that golden era in the 80s.
I have a problem with both of them being legacy inductees just because Sid was a 3 or 4 time world champion.
Yeah.
And I like Bad News, but Bad News was involved in the main event scene for a while because he had that feud with Savage.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think at least on Bad News' end, politics ended up derailing his WWF run, which is probably why people don't. Dwayne might have a point though. That could be the new posthumous induction, which is fine.
Yeah,
which is probably why, because I know Brian Adams' son, nephew, whatever was brought up as far as why isn't Crush? It's well, by the time Crush became part of Demolition, they were already on the downturn. So pointing that out would be awkward, but
that's kind of like saying, "Hey, why wasn't Hornswoggle in with DX?"
Yeah. Well, hey, why wasn't Virgil with it with the NWO? Okay, well, we can keep going. But yeah. I personally think the Virgil character deserves it just because it was a great character. But, anyway, not in the NWO though.
Yeah.
But who else is the one in this year? So Demolition. Bad News.
I think we mentioned everybody.
Yeah, I think we mentioned everybody.
Yeah, and if timing was better, if money was better, I would go just to go to the Hall of Fame because I'm so happy for everybody that is getting it done.
I'm going to be so annoyed if they induct Shane next year.
I don't think
about that.
Yeah. Well,
unless they do a Hall of Fame a week before they go, because you're not going to get people to fly over just for the Hall of Fame.
No,
you're just not.
No. I'm definitely not going next year to anything. Period.
Well, with everything going on right now in the Middle East, they might have to scrap that.
Well,
and bring it back stateside.
The problem is it's a contractual thing, so there's a whole lot of legalities involved, even though it is intercontinental, as it were.
And Greg, yes, your shirt almost always applies, but you have to remember a lot of what's going on over in that part of the world is because of the WWE Hall of Famer sitting in the Oval Office. So if WWE goes, he's not going to object because that just means that his the agendas are pushed. So I think they will go to, Jake, you mentioned it won't be in Saudi. I will believe it when I see it because, it'll definitely be in New Orleans this year. Oh, wait a minute. And I guess it's different cancellation circumstances, but never believe anything until it's.
Oh yeah, I was just throwing that out there. Like,
I know that. That. I 100% get that, and I also get that the Formula One races have been canceled over there, and I get that, and I tend to believe the contract with Formula One as recently as it was signed is a lot less in depth than the WWE one because that's been entrenched for almost 10 years now.
Oh yeah.
So I think they'll honor every bit of those 10 years. Then they'll be like, okay, deuces, I'm out. It's too great.
Here's my thing. Like, I know it's coming up in 2028.
Yeah.
But and maybe this is a question for Sean because he would probably know better than I would. I don't know if they've extended that deal or because there's a whole lot of money behind it. So, I almost feel like WWE and specifically TKO would not want to turn the faucet off to a big money deal.
No.
So as morally fulfilled as we would be that the Saudi deal ended, I don't think it's going to. And in fact, I think they're going to sign another one.
Man.
Well,
I'm just reading what Jake is writing.
Yeah.
And again, none of those comments that are coming up in the chat room are wrong or misinformed or whatever. It's just one of those, we really don't know all the details. And it's one of those things where we draw the line between, full on investigative journalism and just, a bunch of buddies, we're going to that shit for an hour. For me, it's if they're going to honor a contract that they signed in good faith, however people look at the situation in Saudi Arabia or the Middle East, WWE signed the contract in good faith with the intention of helping the Saudis in their rebuilding their presentation, their perception.
Yeah, that's a whole thing now.
It is. It's a whole thing.
It's during rehab season.
Yeah, rehab season is this whole year-long thing. And you know what? Based on everything that we are being shown, it looks like things are getting better. Yeah. We just have it where, the neighbors like Iran, it's a little shaky over here. So I'd be more inclined to believe that, okay, we signed it, we're going to go, we'll honor the deal. And while it is a big money grab for them, as far as TKO's overall bottom line is concerned, I think the public perception may weigh in more than it usually does with the TKO board
umbrella.
I'm not saying that the TKO board is exactly like on the up and up.
Well, no, I'm not.
I feel like all they care about is money. And with the ticket prices that I paid for SmackDown.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, that's the second highest reason why I'm not going to Vegas for any WWE activity, just because I enjoy having roof over my head and food in my belly. Thank you very much.
So, Jeff, you might know this, or Greg, you might know this. So when I went to Hershey, the Giant Center, it was $121 for row 101 or section 101. Now, do the arenas come up with the prices, or does like WWE and the arenas come together and figure out ticket prices, or how does that?
They generally come together because I know, and I only say that based off knowledge.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. I thought I was talking over you. When WWE is in the Crypto.com arena, the prices are different than when AEW's in.
Okay.
So, and I know that from far too much personal experiences, unfortunately. But at the same time, King's tickets in November are different price than King's tickets now.
Right. Okay.
Because we're getting to the playoffs, and there's a snowball's chance, but it's there. In hell, the Kings make the playoffs, so they're pricing up. It depends on the event. It depends on the city. It depends on the market.
What I figured. Okay.
A lot of things. Like, and again, this is me going way too inside baseball for anybody that doesn't give a shit. In the year 2000, the year before our secondary park, Disney California Adventure, opened, prices at Disneyland Park for one day, one park admission were $33. So even with the rate of inflation between 2000 and now, those one day, one park should only be roughly around $66. The lowest tiered price ticket for a one day, one park is $104. That's the difference. So going to WrestleMania 21 was a lot less expensive than going to WrestleMania 39, even for one night.
Yeah.
It's all about the venue, the timing.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate because Vegas tourism is also down from last year. So they feel like they have to respond
for it.
With upping ticket prices, but then they did that blackout and the market went ape shit. Like, you can take our tourism from us. So they, okay, yeah, go ahead and do that then. Now all of a sudden they got all these events and people are coming to Vegas. So,
Okay.
But,
I was just curious because Greg was saying how much he paid for his ticket and then like how much I paid for my ticket at Giant Center and like it's that's what I figured.
Let me put it this way. I bought a ticket for Double or Nothing next month. And 3 nights in a hotel room.
Yes.
3 nights in a hotel room plus the cost of the ticket for Double or Nothing. And I don't have a bad seat.
No.
I paid less for those two combined than I paid for my ticket for SmackDown.
No. And I have zero qualms in not believe, like, I believe that 100%.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And it's definitely and I find it so funny that there's people out there, Vince McMahon would never, he always kept it family price. It's like, motherfuckers, he engineered the sale. He came back to the company to be in the executive chair seat to make this sale a thing. He was pushing for this. Whatever happened to him in his own company, this was the goal.
Yeah.
If any of you out there are thinking that Vince wouldn't do this, Vince would be leading the fucking parade of money down the street. Are you kidding me?
Well, like Richie said last night, Jeff, people are going to keep on buying tickets to the WWE events. Tickets are going to keep on getting, or not higher and higher, but they're going to stay the same. And the only way it's going to go down is if they don't sell out the shows.
Yep.
And they're not going to.
No. And people will hate on me forever on this, boys. But Bruce Pritchard flat out said, not only on his podcast, but on Unreal, WWE's not booking for the people here. They're not booking for the people that are commenting on YouTube or whatever. They're booking for the people that are in those arenas. And the arenas keep getting full.
Yep.
When
I was at Raw in Hershey, the arena was pretty much sold out.
Yeah. And it's one of those, all these and silly, I hate this fucking word. I don't know why I use it. Ancillary things that they're charging for it, WWE, week in Vegas or whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, it's priced high as fuck, but people are still doing it. People
are taking mortgages on their house.
If enough people would actually go, okay, I'm not going to pay $10,000 for a bus tour with Cody Rhodes. Well, somebody else will. So,
yeah, and a lot of people did.
A lot of people have.
Yeah, like I said, taking second and third mortgages on their house just to get it.
Which, to me, like, I have to justify like spending that kind of money on something. Now, like if it was like a one-on-one interview with like Shawn Michaels or something,
Oh, definitely.
then maybe yeah, maybe I could see spending that kind of money. But going on a bus tour where you're not like one-on-one with Cody and there's a few other people,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. I went to dinner with Maven in August of last year. Didn't cost me a damn thing other than like the gas to get there.
Well, sure.
Way more fun than I would have had on a bus tour with Cody.
Yeah.
And a steak that lives rent free in my mind.
And I love Cody. I do. But
Yeah.
I am not. That's and it's funny you mentioned Sean. It's like, you know, people will justify it if it's worth it to them. But God, for $10,000, I better be getting a one-on-one private, like how to do everything in the business with Shawn Michaels, or how to book an entire show meeting with Stephanie, or something like $10,000.
Or like taking a bump and being a part of the show.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I would be down for that.
Here for perspective, and again, this is out of pocket. So if my parents are watching, my bad. We are not renewing our King season tickets for the first time in almost 50 years. And I was figuring, okay, maybe I could, you know, put in my paycheck and kind of help and keep the tickets. It's costing us roughly $10,000 a year. $10,000 a year to attend 41 hockey games. And they're asking 10 grand for one fucking day on the bus with Cody. Nope. No.
Yeah.
That's where the justification talk in your head happens.
Yeah.
If my family can't renew something we've had for 50 years, then I'm not going to spend it all in one day.
Yeah.
That's
No shit. No.
fucking crazy.
No.
100%.
Not unless, listen, I better have a World Series of Poker main event bracelet before I spend $10,000 for a bus ride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
That's
again,
crazy.
and to Dwayne's point, it's only an hour. You're spending
I thought it was a half
$10,000
hour.
for an hour.
Yeah.
You figure we're spending $10,000. Okay, well, Jake. Okay, it's $10,000 divided by 41 games, and I'm including gas for the car. I'm including food at the arena, parking at the arena, which is fucking Disney level prices now, which sucks. And then the actual game ticket. So
So that's like it's about $250 per game.
which is fucking ridiculous, even in 2026. But again, inflation is a sumbitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, like going to the con I went to in Pittsburgh back in December,
Yeah.
the price to get in was like $20. And
Yeah.
then like the pictures and stuff were like 60. It's like
Mhm.
I would
Yeah.
much rather spend my money on that.
Yes.
And granted, I'm not a picture guy to begin with, but
Yeah.
I would rather have those memories to look back and be like, hey,
Yeah.
that was cool. And I didn't spend, you know, my life savings, which isn't
Yeah.
much, on that.
So
Great. Oh, good.
so when I went to Fan Jam, I helped out Daniel because he brought in Pinky Montoya and Nikita Koloff. So I helped him set up. So I was already in there. So I didn't have to pay anything because I was technically a vendor helping him out. But like once our other buddy got there, I think for Jeff Jarrett, the combo I paid was 60. And then for Mickey James, the combo was 80. So that was 140. And then I think Pinky was 40 for a combo. So $180 for three wrestlers for 3 combos. Like, not that bad at all.
No. And
See,
again,
I would much rather spend money on this show making me do some wheel spins because we haven't done that in a while.
yeah, no. I'll give you a great example. There's gonna be a lot of people at WrestleMania week and WWE World and all that stuff, and I would love to go see them. But in end of May, I believe it is. Yeah, okay, May 16th and 17th. Just out here in Ontario, where our minor league team, Kings minor league team, plays, and there's been a few SmackDowns over the years. Kurt Angle, Kevin Nash, Sean Waltman, Tessa Blanchard, Tully Blanchard, and Rob Van Dam. Now, I can go see my buddy Rob, help pay for taking care of twins, because goddamn, kids are a thing.
Yep.
seeing Tully Blanchard, I think he'll be the only other horseman I've met outside of Malenko, like in recent years. So that's awesome. Tessa, people are gonna have their opinions on Tessa Blanchard. I've always wanted to meet her. Kevin Nash, again, I haven't seen anybody in the clique since Scott passed, so I kind of just want to, what that. Sean Waltman, longtime dear friend. I just want to get back and just like give him a hug and like hold on for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then Kurt Angle. I have a terrible picture with Kurt Angle. It's a selfie on the fucking Jericho cruise where we both look like we're half awake because we are both half awake. So it's like, I'd rather just go spend the level of money they're going to ask to spend on one person, one experience in Vegas and get every one of those people knocked out.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not a difficult choice.
No.
Plus the cost of getting to Vegas for Skating, Ontario.
Yeah.
I feel like with Fanatics Fest happening in July, I want to see who the lineup is before I go. Because if there's nobody that like I necessarily need to meet,
See. I think they've already announced some people. Let me
already.
look for you. I think so. Yeah, because they've been talking about it on Raw.
I know they mentioned it because they talked about Saturday night's main event being at the Garden, which is another potential reason to go. But I'm not paying for floor seats for that one.
Yeah, you'll be paying out everybody's ass, not just your own.
All right, view current lineup. Let's see. WWE. John Cena, Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, Undertaker, Bianca, Charlotte, Becky, Liv, Randy, Logan Paul, Io, Tiffany, Jay, and Stephanie Vakir.
Sounds like a
And I'm sure they're gonna add more to it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna add more also.
And I mean, obviously, you'll have your sports people there too, like Tom, fucking Brady.
Hey, you know what? If I could find a way to bring Dylan to that, I'd bring him to meet Brady because that'd be cool for him. Like it's like, dude, people are gonna have their opinions again. It's Tom fucking Brady. Like whatever, dude. Yeah. People are gonna love him or hate the guy. It's you know what? I just the idea of wow, it's Tom Brady. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm in the presence
the
of
Pizza
Tom
Hut.
I mean, I wouldn't say that to his face. I'd give the man his props, but like,
yeah. And to be fair, your interactions with Jeff Jarrett have made for a lifetime of material for Aaron and his AI business. So fuck, that's
well. Listen, if he uses Sora, if he uses Sora for his AI, that's not a thing anymore. So
no, he's been using Grok from.
He's using Grok.
He was using Sora, I think, for like the first 2 episodes. If you want to call them episodes or clips, whatever you want to call them, and then he's been using Grok. Dude. Oh my god!
The worst one he did on Sora was the one with Voorhees. It was like, okay, this is anything. Like we need to not. And like I said, you meeting Jeff came along at the perfect time. Like, all right, he's got a fresh platform, and just the idea of you interacting with Jeff Jarrett now after all this time of that fucking one picture being the ultimate thing of your destiny. It's like, no, dude, that was forever.
Like I said, I've just embraced it. Like,
yeah.
When I told Jeff, Jeff, when I told Jarrett that, like, he got a kick out of it. And he's like, well, now you have the picture within the picture. He's like, let's see what AI can do.
Seriously, so. If Jarrett's popping for it, fucking run with it. You mentioned, paying that level of pricing for Shawn Michaels. Have you seen the trailer for the documentary?
I saw it very briefly before I hopped on.
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
Uh-huh.
Haven't we done the Shawn Michaels journey a lot already? I feel, and this is me as a Shawn Michaels fan. How much more story do we need to tell? He's been having career videos come out since 2002. So it's
but think about how many evolutions. Not trying to mention the wrong faction there, but how many evolutions has his career taken since he became born again and found his way back to the company? He had that run. Then he went on the nostalgia thing with DX. Then he became, he was in there part-time. Now he's full on running NXT. It's like I said, either on this show or one of the other, DX is literally running WWE.
Yep.
All these years later, and everybody's going, oh shit, Oh, you know what? It was on. I mentioned on Tom Talks Rubbish, which I'm going to be on way down the line more than I thought I was going to be. But I will be on the show with him.
Yeah,
Keeps it hit.
yeah. Because I talked with Tom because I did an interview with him. He did an interview with me.
Yes.
So we kind of had that exchange.
Yeah.
And he mentioned that like he has a backlog of interviews and he keeps piling them up. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do with Greg Talks to People. So I have an interview tomorrow. I have 3 on Friday, and then I have 1 next Thursday. So I am trying to do what he's doing and have that content in a backlog so that I don't have to worry about that, because that for me is the toughest content to produce, because I have to rely on somebody being there. I have to rely on them telling their stories. Yes, I edit it. I don't edit it a ton, but that's not the point. It's just having the content to be able to produce. The entrances, I've been admittedly lazy about the last 2 weeks because those videos are like 3 or 4 years old. Trivia Thursday, I was lazy this last weekend because like I had something shot, I had something ready to go, but it needed a lot more editing than I was willing to put into it. And I just don't think it was going to turn out good. So I just, in that event, I was just like, okay, like I've heard people want to see Trivia Challenge back in some form or another. Here's an old episode. So I went with that. And, this show is live, so I never worry about this show just because it's the easiest of the 4 things I put up per week.
Yeah. One of us will be here. So.
Yeah. And then, of course, Greg Talks to People, which I'll tell you what, the interview I did with Renee has been great for me on social media.
Yeah.
Just because she's been fantastic about like sharing it and promoting it, and it's all good there. So I really enjoyed the content I did with her. The game that she played, the TikTok game that she played that I put up on Instagram yesterday was phenomenal. Like I was hoping that was an idea that was going to, be entertaining and not like insulting to her for any reason, or like it just wouldn't come across great. She was fantastic with it. So it worked wonderfully.
Yeah. And again, every time I hear something like that, every time I hear feedback from the watch along team, I just sit back and people tell me I should be okay with feeling the pride and the warmth about it. But it's like, I remember a time when I first started doing this with Aaron and everybody else all those years ago, during the run of that show that you popped me on at the start of this show, that it almost felt like, why should we have to do this hustle? Like we should just, and we were so unnecessarily unwarranted, freaking entitled back in 04, 05, 06. We had no reason being as cocky and as pieces of shit as we were. I'm just being honest with myself. Like, I am so glad that you are doing the Greg Talks to People, because I know you are introvert by nature, and that is a muckerfuther of a challenge, and you're just like, nope, boom, right through it. Seeing the guys bring in the talent from Podermania and interviewing everybody and cross promoting, it's just like, yes, this is what the IWC is supposed to be. Everybody helping everybody, people lifting people up, promoting everybody, being positive. Like, man, if everybody in the IWC could just get a sliver of that on every piece of content they put out, I would legit retire happy. Like, fuck, I'd be good. Like, you guys do your thing. Because, man, it is a struggle, but it's happening. And that's the best part of it for me, is that I don't feel like I'm pushing a giant boulder up a steep hill to make that happen, to watch it happen. It just kind of happened organically with everybody. It's like, all I had to do was just fucking step back and go, okay, yeah, you guys got this. Cool.
And listen, Greg Talks to People has been an idea in my mind for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But previously, admittedly, I did not have the A, drive to do it, or B, will to do it, because that would have been taken away from circumstances in life.
Absolutely.
I will
Absolutely.
leave it. I will leave it at that. You can read between the lines there. But now, like,
Pretty big typeface. Y'all can figure it out.
yeah. But now that I'm in my fuck it era, I feel like I am going to, and it's with a lot of things. Like, I'm going on a trip next week, not because like it's something I have to do. It's something I want to do, and it's something I want to chase. So I'm going to do it. I'm not going to wait for, good things to happen. I'm not going to wait for the right time. It's like, you know what? I need to take this time. I need to actually chase after stuff.
Yep.
I need to make it a point that even if it's at some slight detriment to me, even if it's inconvenient to me, I have to be able to take those shots, because if I don't, somebody else will, and somebody else will get those opportunities.
Yep.
And I have been so sick of waiting for my chance that I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing this.
Good on you. Good on you.
Greg, I tell you, it is amazing what your mind and your heart are capable of when whatever anchor, physical, mental, emotional, is cast off of you and your ship is able to sail unencumbered, man. I'll tell you what, and now, you have the ability to do it.
Mm-hmm.
The on again, off again lady friend I've mentioned a few times on social media and here on the shows I do is in for a visit this week. And, she reaffirmed everybody's loving the salt and pepper goatee. And it's like, I did that because I knew that she would approve of it. And she goes, did you wait this long to tell me? I said, well, no, everybody else was telling me it works for me. Mm-hmm. And it's everything in this world. I've said this to my son who's turning 18 on Saturday. Fucking hell. Can't believe that crap. Everything in life. It's fucking bananas, G. I can't even deal with it.
I know. So
sorry, I'm a little caught up. But everything in this life, whether subconsciously or consciously, is a choice. You may not have been actively choosing to not go after or chase after or do what you wanted to do. But subconsciously, you knew if you did at the time you were going to do it, it would be more of a problem than a power move.
Right.
You don't have a reason to not make those power plays for any reason now. And I'm so fucking happy for you that you're in that place in your life, dude, because getting to fuck it mode is the greatest feeling in the world.
And I'll tell you what, like, as a hockey fan, like, I hope I cash in on some of those power plays and I don't get shorthanded. So,
yeah. Dude, hockey fans in the 21st century are spoiled brats, man. We've seen some of the best players to ever take the ice. And now they're getting to the point where they're retiring or they're moving on or they're moving behind on the bench as coaches. And it's just like, we didn't appreciate what we had.
Dude, I don't know what the Penguins look like. Like, I forget what the Penguins look like without Crosby, without Malkin, without Letang. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I am noticing it firsthand on our end, man. When Brown retired and Kopi became captain, it's like, oh, okay, we're still good. And then Doughty's been having seasons he's having. And then Quick got traded for no goddamn good reason. So it's like the core four of that Stanley Cup era is, after Kopi finishes this season, like, Doughty's the only one. And whatever. But, it's the same in all, we are all, I feel like this era of human, not just sports fans out there, it is so, up until very recently, underappreciative of what we have. And I feel like now we're starting to realize that the attitude of gratitude is the way to go. If you're grateful for what you have and you had a realization that sometimes you just got to take a chance, and you may fucking flare face plant, get back up, and your hair's not streaked red with blonde because that's what nature does. then you're good.
Mm.
You have to be willing to try. Paul Heyman said this on numerous documentaries. You can't be afraid to fail. But if you go out there and not afraid to fail, man, you can fucking do anything. You really can. You really can. Tying it back to hockey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Shit, that's why it took me almost like 10 plus years to go after my associate's degree again.
Yeah. Dude, again, I forget because I'm the old fuck in the bunch. I had memory loss issues. How old are you?
I'll be 38 on the 19th of this month.
Okay, you're turning 38 this month. My dad was in his 60s before he went back and got his degree.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible as long as the person believes it so.
Yeah.
It's like you said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yes, exactly.
So I have to confess something on the air, which I'm sure some people figured out already. No, this Tuesday I am not interviewing Shane McMahon. That was an April Fool's. Like I always try and go with a harmless April Fool's prank. Like I don't like to do anything too spectacular. I don't think I got anybody this year. I may have gotten a couple people, but like I don't think it hit as well as my previous ones. Like my one for hosting Quizlemania was fantastic. Like that was just a great one. And I think either last year or the year before, I did one where I was going to have the party, Woods, Breeze, Adam Cole, and Claudio on Jack of All Trades. I thought that was another good one. I even got a like from Woods on that one, so that was pretty cool.
I remember that.
But yeah, it should be a surprise to nobody that the Shane McMahon interview is not happening. Manifesting it, but it's not happening.
I got a good one you pulled 11 years ago. XMV is coming back, starring Jeff Meacham and me. Thank you, Aaron, for a wonderful opportunity.
I forgot I did that one. See, that wouldn't work in this day and age because XMV has been too far gone. Even though I played the intro earlier, like it's been too long of a time for anybody. Except for like the diehards of No DQ back in the day to even get that reference. But I did it for you. Like I didn't do it for
100%. Aaron's first comment on that post, by the way.
Yeah.
As it should be, by God.
Right.
Infamous picture.
Got me today? Fucking Van Vliet.
Oh, Chris Sharp.
Chris Sharp. I thought she was like do some AI thing, right? And I thought it's April 1st, you dumb fucking ginger. God darn it. I was so mad at myself. I was like, he's gonna do the thing, dumbass. Oh, I was so mad. Oh well. But yeah, he got me. He got me this morning. You got me at the top of the hour. So screw you both.
See, but again, that one was harmless because it's just like
yes.
And it's frustrating because like the next April Fool's on a Wednesday is not for a very long time. I'm actually gonna like pull it up
I'm
here.
sure because next year it'll be on a Thursday.
Well, no, next year. So 2 years is leap year, so it'll be even way off more than that.
Yeah.
Damn leap year.
31, 30.
But
yeah, it's probably not for another like
probably another decade. Who knows?
Next April 1st on Wednesday.
Google that shit. Put it in your Google. Put it in your Twitter machine. Right, Bully? Right?
Let's see. So it's not even for at least another 10 years. So this show might not exist.
Hey, of course it will. Of course it will. Manifest that shit.
I mean, if it exists in 10 years still, like it better be on the level of McAfee for me to continue to do it.
Jeff would really be in a scooter to that.
Yes, yeah, I'll be honest. Welcome to the Grand Cherry Show. I'm in my 50s, but fucking, I'm still in my fucking era. For real,
I was gonna say, how old do you think 50 is?
It's only 7 years away for me, so
I mean, I literally have a picture with two 50-year-olds who look like they're 30. So
yeah,
Yeah, and well, the pictures of the twins and I from last year were all over 40. So I know. Some are still looking better than others, but you know, I swear they're spiking the freaking water cooler in the women's locker room with some sort of freaking fountain of youth.
Yeah.
God,
Oh, sure.
Well, you said at SmackDown, like, and I said it when I saw her in November. Rehab and time off did Ashley Fleer wonders. She looks better.
Yeah.
Oh, good on Charlotte, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just incredible. It's and like all four teams seem like they're in the best shape of their life going into this match, which I think is stellar for WrestleMania. Alexa and Charlotte are on point, and they're back in like peak era shape. The Bellas are back and on fire. Nia and Lash are just hitting another fucking gear right now. Even Bailey and Lyra, who have been kind of like undersold, they're fucking doing great work and they're looking great too. So
freaking Nia's been looking good. She's been on that weight loss journey.
Nia, I think, has been trying to prove it more to herself than any of her haters because she got so much shit for so long.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I think that they need to bring the Battle Royals, even if they put them on the pre-show or something, because I am not watching a 3-hour or 2-hour pre-show with no matches.
I never do. If anything, it'll be like 10 minutes before the show goes live just to have it ready. But
Jeff and I will be doing a pre-show for WrestleMania for both Saturday and Sunday, except I'm going to be very late.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to go live as early as WWE's going live those days, but maybe an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
By the way, April 1st, 2037.
So we'll be 11 years from now.
11 years from today. If we're still on the air, we'll be hobbling in the shot rock style with his walker. The people, doing the fucking walker gimmick.
Shit. WrestleMania night 1, I'll be up in Gettysburg, so I'll be watching up there.
Oh, really?
And then night 2, because we're I guess not babysitting, but we're RV sitting for my in-laws.
I can think of worse places to watch in an RV.
And then and then night 2, because that's my birthday, so we'll be doing birthday stuff. But then we'll be up in King of Prussia area, and we'll be watching it. We'll be watching it in a hotel room. So I'll bring my Google Play thing that I have and plug it into their TV there and get it on there. So
the Chromecast gimmick. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So and then hopefully we got to start looking into it. But I think I told you this. I might have mentioned it on the show, but then we're going to the Netflix house and hopefully be watching Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah,
in the Tadum Theater for Netflix. So that'll be hopefully a lot of people will be there. That'd be pretty cool.
So before we sign off the air, the title of this episode was "This Is Serious."
I was going to ask you that. I was like,
and the reason I put that was just because there was nothing to it. If you expect anything from this show, like I'm going to do serious topics very, very rarely.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not going to, I almost came on this with a suit and like was going to be like real corporate about it. But I was like, yeah, screw it. I was focused more on the intro to Pop Jeff than anything. So
that made my day, dude. Like I cannot wait to tell Jenna now.
You can show her, because you have video proof on YouTube. All right, so go enjoy Dynamite. That is it for the Greg Cherry Show. Like, subscribe, share, and never forget: get drunk, get laid, do whatever, but watch the Greg Cherry Show on the internet. Don't be a jag. We'll see you next time.